Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for January 2023, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As you can see, I've already pulled the oracle cards and clarified those, and then I have a tarot deck we'll go through, and then in my extended, we will clarify the messages and pull an advice card there at the end. Please remember this is a general reading and will not resonate for everybody. My intention for these messages is for these messages to reach the people that need to hear them the most at the time that they need to hear them. All right. In your recent past, Gemini, you have communication is key with the hangman. It feels like it goes beyond just typical communication. It feels like there's more to this message. And I feel like before I can honestly give this message, I'm going to need a little bit more information on it. There is a need to kind of just a need to let go. You're holding on to something. I don't know if it's an idea for your future or something that has happened in your past, or maybe even both. You're holding on to something here, and something needs to be let out from within you. Whether that's journaling, speaking to somebody about it. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily communication about the situation involved. It feels like it's communication, like communication with specific someone. It feels like it's communication with like in a therapeutic way that can help you kind of let go and release. Now, this is your recent past. So I don't know if there was someone that you spoke to or something a message that you heard that kind of let you let go a little bit more. But we will need to dive into that more. In your current energy, you have balance, spirituality, and practicality with the Justice card. Justice being kind of another balance card for me. Right now, you're either focused too much on the spiritual or focus too much on the practical. Another way you can look at that is you're listening too much to your emotions rather than your logic, or you're listening to your head over your heart. It's finding a balance within you that obviously will then manifest externally. But it also feels like with this Justice card, there's like some sort of karmic balance coming into play here. I don't know exactly what that means for you in particular, but some wrong is being corrected in your current energy. In your recent past, you have adjustments are required with the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups to me, this is kind of my fit throwing card. Now that doesn't mean that you are throwing a fit or you are acting like a child, but I have two fit throwing cards and this is one of them. And it's more just like if you look at this, the universe is trying to hand him this cup, but he's so focused on these other cups. So the universe is like, here's what you're asking for. And he's like, no, I want these things to work out. The universe is like, no, you don't. This is actually what you want. And he's going, no, it's these things. And so it's almost like this, like blocking your own manifestations due to where your focus lies. And so we'll get clarification on that as well. But there's definitely this energy of just like balance in this reading. I don't know exactly what that means, but we will dive in and see. All right, Gemini, let's take a look at your recent past. So you guys are getting to see me in rare form today. I actually did my makeup because I'm leaving the house today. All right, recent past for Gemini. Clarifying communication is key with the Hangman. Recent past for Gemini. It's funny because that communication is key card is actually the new moon in Gemini. So the way that I could also read that is this is like a new start for you guys. Okay, so in your recent past, there was forward movement towards something. And I feel like it was due to this hangman. Like you let go of something that was holding you back and that started to move you forward. With the Fool in reverse, there's this new beginning here that like you're not quite ready for it. I feel like it has to do with where these adjustments lie. So you're headed towards a new beginning. Underneath that is the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. I mean, Lovers being a Gemini card. Oh my gosh, Ten of Cups, Lovers, Star. This is certainly about your wish for long-term emotional fulfillment. Now, remember when we talk about long-term emotional fulfillment, that has to be discovered within you before it can be discovered externally. So it is as above, so below, as within, so without. It's not the other way around. You can't create the life of your dreams in the material world and then feel good about it. You have to feel good about your life and where you're at and who you are. And then those energies start being reflected back at you in your circumstances. So the way that I'm seeing this is there's a new beginning here, but I feel like it's this new beginning of like that you've been wanting for a really long time, but didn't feel was possible. And to be honest, I feel like it's because things have been imbalanced here. This justice has been flipped on its head for a while, and now things are kind of coming into balance here in your current energy. But let's see. Recent past for Gemini. Yeah, you experienced a lot of loss. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's the same Fool card in reverse, the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. There was a loss that you incurred that, first and foremost, because of the Hermit card, it needed to happen in order for you to like take a good look at yourself. That's not what I mean. Like, it's not like you should look in the mirror and see who's responsible. That's not the kind of energy it is. It's just like something happened so that you would look within, instead of, like I was kind of saying, searching for whatever it is you're trying to feel externally. With this Four of Pentacles in reverse, some sort of loss led to a material instability. It's interesting because what I'm getting here is it's a material loss, right? But what you're searching for is emotional fulfillment. So that's exactly what I've been saying. You've been looking for emotional fulfillment in material things. Now, I'm not saying you're materialistic. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. That's not it. But whether it be you're looking for success, or you're looking for the perfect relationship, or you're looking for maybe if it is even a specific amount of money, and you're hoping that those things make you feel good. Now, one thing that I actually learned, that it was actually the like what put me on my spiritual journey, was the revelation that every single time I hit some sort of level of success, I always needed or wanted to attain more. And that realization is kind of what snapped me onto a spiritual journey of saying, I'm never going to find fulfillment in my search of things. And then you can get into the conversation of, happiness and fulfillment only exists in this present moment. And, there's a lot that plays into that. But my first level of awareness in my spiritual journey was this revelation that nothing material was going to make me happy. Even having, the perfect relationship or the perfect job, those things, weren't going to ever make me happy. I was going to have to figure out how to make myself happy within. And then that would then, my circumstances would no longer become something that I needed, but that I wanted and added to my life. So instead of kind of looking for something to complete you, it's this need to look for something to complement you. But in order to do that, you've got to find that fulfillment within first. Now, your past, what has happened in your recent past, was moving you toward this. And it really is. The way that I'm reading this, like, yes, it's a communication is key card, and I'm sure we'll see how that plays out. But it's also, I'm more drawn to this new moon in Gemini. It's like this is leading you to some sort of new beginning. And it's a new beginning of, we see the Tower card in tarot, and I know I'm talking a lot, I'm just lots coming in. The Tower card in tarot, it talks about how something falls away for something new and better to take its place, but that whatever falls away is usually pretty painful. Now, the reason we experience tower moments is because we invest in material things and our material circumstances with the hope that they are going to fulfill us. And so whenever it doesn't end up fulfilling us, we usually typically end up sabotaging, and that leads to a tower moment, because everything within is eventually comes, outward. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What about the recent past? What happened? I can't tell what happened. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is exactly what this is saying. There's that Hermit card, and then this Ten of Pentacles. So to me, I mean, we've now seen the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So this is you just looking to be happy and stable. Um, But the Hermit saying, this is a lesson about you finding it within. But I still don't know what happened. I want to know what happened. We'll clarify that later. But I'm guessing whatever this Four of Pentacles is, it's this loss. It's, it could have been financial, or it could have just been like being like having the rug kind of ripped out from underneath you kind of energy. But whatever it was, it needed to happen to kind of like bring you to some sort of new beginning, like almost make you surrender to a certain extent, like just say, okay, universe, obviously what I'm doing isn't working, like what should I do next? And then you have this Knight of Cups, like some sort of message, or you're expecting or wanting some sort of message or something. Let's get your current energy. I don't want to get too nosy. Current energy for Gemini. Current energy for Gemini. There it is. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Ah, that makes sense. That's exactly what this, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's funny. So here's the Hangman again, same as right here. And then you have the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you have just been one step forward, 50 million steps backwards in your life, Gemini. And it's almost like, it's like things start to build and you start to get somewhere, and then something happens and it just feels like you're shot all the way back to the beginning. And that's because this is a cycle. This is literally what this is. This balance, spirituality, and practicality, you are actually too focused on the practical side. You're too focused on the logic side. Now, that sounds funny to say, to being too logical, but it's almost like there's this level of emotion and the spirituality, the spiritual potential that you have is getting lost behind your logic. So what I'm saying is, and this is just an example, this doesn't necessarily mean this is what's going on, but what I'm saying is, say that there is, you work a 9-to-5 job that you don't really love, but it pays the bills, and you have this hobby on the side, and this hobby on the side is ultimately your passion, and it makes you some money here and there, but you can't really devote that much time to it because you have this 9-to-5 job, and you practically are saying, I need to stay in this job that I don't love because I have to be able to pay my bills. While what's happening on the flip side is the universe is saying, hey, if you took a leap of faith and you actually tried to put your trust in this universe and follow your passions, we're going to take care of you, and we're going to make sure that you do end up successful from it. Now, it's like that, you'll walk away when you're ready, but you might fall on your face on your way out, kind of thing. It's not an easy road to get there because you have to face a lot of limiting beliefs about your ideas of money and what success means and what this society has told us since we were kids. But what I'm getting at is saying that there is a level of the universe has your back and will take care of you that's missing from your energy. And now with this Justice card, it's almost like, and I feel like this might trigger some people. I don't love having to deliver these messages, but I feel like this might trigger some people. It's almost like every time you incurred a loss, it's because the universe is trying to kind of sit you down and teach you a lesson. And that lesson is about your control and the fact that your control is important, because when we are creating with the universe, it is a co-creation. However, there's got to be a little bit more room to let the universe do its thing. And right now, there's been a lot of, to be quite honest, the word manipulation comes to mind. Now, that doesn't mean that you are manipulating anything in a negative way or that you are a manipulative person. That's not at all what I'm saying. But the need to manipulate outcomes and to fight for like almost like I mean, it's like doing whatever it takes to get to where you want to be, but not in the way that you need to. This is going to make sense. I promise. Just stick with me. Because it has to do with the way you pursue things with this Emperor here. It has to do with the way you put your energy into something. Because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it just always seems like things end up falling apart, to be quite honest. And the thing is that's something that you keep creating for yourself. Now, please stick with me, because I promise this isn't me saying that it's your fault. It's just, and that's the case, right? Like, the hardest truth of the law of attraction that we have to recognize is that it's been our past thoughts and emotions and beliefs that have led us to our current circumstances. When we can take responsibility for that, then what we can say is, okay, that means that I can change the way that I think and feel and what I believe, and that will then change my circumstances moving forward. So it is both a hard truth, but also a little bit of freedom that comes with that. Meaning to deliver some hard truths recently. I mean, I've actually been having some hard truths about my own life come through. I feel like it's just kind of that time. It's just that time. The universe is like, look, everyone, stop playing the victim. And again, I'm not saying that's what this is. Right now, you're dealing. There's a need to release like yourself from anxiety. It's like it's like the universe, like I just see the universe like wrapping their arms around you. This sounds kind of cheesy, but and just being like, you're good. Like, I got you. You're okay. Just because things didn't work out doesn't mean they're not working out bigger picture. And I feel like that's the hardest thing is you're like, well, what is the bigger picture? And you don't usually know that until you get there. Trust me. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse right now, your life has just lacked it's lacked passion. It's lacked joy and excitement. And it's just kind of been like this going through the motions. And that's because you're doing a lot of things that you think you have to do that you don't need to do. And there's the world. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. And there's that tower. I was wondering, I knew there was a tower hiding around here. Okay. Current energy for Gemini. So this Justice card is like saying you're going to keep, like, hang on. Let me pull a card. I have so much, like, I'm channeling so much right now. It's kind of insane. There's the Four of Cups. This is the adjustment that's required. In this has to do with wisdom. Okay, to be completely honest, like, this is an overwhelming energy. Like, I have so much coming in and out of my head right now. And I feel like that might also be what you're dealing with. It's just scattered mind. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. No, you don't. You have the Four of Cups upright. And then the Star in reverse. So there's this, like, I mean, straight up, this lack of hopelessness in this energy. Like, it just feels like you've lost your spark. But the thing is, it needed to happen the way that it did because there was like some sort of, because with this Hierophant here, some sort of perspective shift that needed to happen because there's the sun. Your happiness, the sun, is hiding behind this perspective shift. And this perspective shift has to do with this Four of Cups. And I feel like we'll get that in your immediate future. So this is what you're going through right now. You're in this energy of just feeling like, bleh, like not a great energy. And that could just be kind of, I know the holiday seasons aren't always easy for everyone. I certainly know that they aren't always for myself. But this is because there's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is similar to that Fool card in reverse, that like new beginning, this opportunity, something that aligns with you and is ultimately what you're looking for, but you're not quite ready for it. But not even not ready for it yet. If this opportunity presented itself because of your current way of viewing your circumstances, you would miss it. You wouldn't even see it as an opportunity. Interesting. Okay, let's see what adjustments are required. Immediate future for Gemini. Guys, I like this reading. Immediate future for Gemini. My dog's sleeping right next to me and she's the cutest in the whole world. All right, immediate future for Gemini. the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is where we start to get into doubt about what you're manifesting or what you're investing in. Gemini, I'm going to just say this. I hope you don't get mad at me. I don't think you really know what you want. I think you know what you want because you think that what you think you want is going to make you happy, but it's not. And it's not actually what you want. It's like, and that's this. The universe wants to hand you, this is what I meant by you wouldn't see that opportunity because you're so focused on things that don't matter. Now they matter to you, and I'm not invalidating the way you feel about them. It's just saying that that's where this perspective shift is needed. And the way that you do that, I mean, this star card in reverse right here, I mean, to me is this hopelessness, but it's also like healing. Like, you know how they say that you don't realize you're healing until you look back and you go, oh my gosh, I've healed so much. It's kind of like you're in that energy. Like it just feels bleh. It just feels like things just are not going well. But you are healing. And you're healing this like anxious, like anxious anxiety and doubt. It's like not just the anxiety, but it's also just doubt. And that makes sense with the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, this is in your immediate future, this is doubt and you believing that what you're investing in coming to fruition. And this keeps happening in readings. I feel like I need to pull. I feel like I need to pull. I did this in I think it was a Sagittarius reading that like blew up. It was crazy. But I got like 11,000 views. And in it, I think this was Sagittarius one. In it, I kept feeling the need to pull this out and look at a couple of cards. And there was one specific word that I needed. But let me see here. Failure, mistrust, unemployment, reevaluation. It's reevaluation. That's what this is. And maybe you incurred some sort of, the loss you incurred was like in your mind some sort of failure. I don't know, maybe unemployment resonates with you guys too, but it's this need to like, it's reevaluation. That's the word that I needed. And this reevaluation it's not doubt. There is doubt in what you're currently investing in. It's there, but I don't think you're super consciously aware of it. I think that doubt is a little bit subconscious, but this is more reevaluation of what you're investing in and really figuring out if you're investing what makes you happy. Are you investing in what makes you happy, or are you investing in what you think you need? That's the biggest thing here. This is my other fit throwing card. That's funny. Remember I said there were two? Again, you're not throwing a fit. That's not what I'm saying. But this is a card of like, when things aren't going your way, it's assuming the worst. And it's assuming that the universe isn't helping you out. This is a really long one. When in reality, nothing that's meant for you will pass you. So when things aren't going your way, it just means that they're going the way that you ultimately want them to. But you won't understand that until you get to where you want to be. And I don't think you know exactly where you want to be. So everything that goes wrong feels like a direct like attack on you, when in reality it's the universe trying to help you out. Okay. Immediate future for Gemini. The Lovers in reverse with the Justice in reverse. This is exactly it. So I said something was coming into balance here, some karmic balance. And the karma is interesting because it's not, to me, it's not necessarily like, oh, you deserve this and it's coming for you. It's the energy you put out then comes back around. So it's less about what you deserve and more about the energy you put out because of your experiences, right? And your experiences have led to this Lovers in reverse card. And this is an energy of, to be quite honest with you guys, not loving yourself fully. It's lack of seeing your value. And so that continues to flip this Justice card on its head, because what happens is you constantly feel like you're at a loss. It's that, one step forward, 50 million steps back that I talked about. You constantly feel like you're at a loss when in reality, you're manifesting the losses that you incur because of your level of lack of self-doubt. And not just self-doubt, I mean, it's doubt. It's a lot of just doubt and everything. And it ultimately comes down to the love that you have for yourself. So maybe there's a certain level of looking to your external world to provide you with a sense of value. And that could be success, that could be whatever the case might be, that could be relationships. But when those relationships don't make you feel any better about yourself, when whatever it is that you achieve doesn't make you feel any better about yourself, there's this level of, like, I feel like you start distancing yourself from it, or you feel the need to walk away, or you sabotage it until someone else walks away. And it's this ending that feels like it just keeps on repeating itself. But the thing is, it comes from this place of not loving you first. So this cycle is able to be broken, but seeing the Hermit card a couple of times, there's a need to go within to do that. All right, immediate future for Gemini. The Empress and the Ten of Cups. You showing up as the Empress here. This is, so, okay, it's, oh, whoa. Okay, sorry. One second. This is about you wanting to attract this emotional fulfillment. There's the Tower. And that Tower is with the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Strength card in reverse. And so the way that I see that, it's just crazy. I'm laughing because tarot is literally like, yeah, you're on the right track. This is exactly what I'm saying. The way my future readings have been going down, which is interesting because it's not necessarily like predicting what's going to happen. It's the universe giving you a choice. Because if you think about it, the more that you listen to future readings and you assume, oh, that's just what's going to happen, the more that you're a victim to your circumstances. And you take away the fact that you have more power than you think in manifesting what happens to you. And so the future readings that I've been doing, and I've actually thought was really cool, because I didn't expect to go that way. Anyway, the future readings I've been doing have been like this universe like giving you a choice and saying this cycle can continue to repeat, or you can make these adjustments, or you can make this decision, or you can make this choice, or you can do these things, and you can break this cycle. And so the way that I'm reading this is you turning into this Empress here is what's going to bring you your Ten of Cups. Now, the Empress, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is turning into this like full on, fully in love with yourself, recognize your power, understand your power, but are still like have a softened heart, but also doesn't let the world, like bring you down. It's this energy of just being in love with yourself first before you try to fall in love with your circumstances. And that energy is the only thing that's going to bring you to this emotional fulfillment here. This Ten of Cups you're looking for. And this Tower, it's going to keep happening to try to get you on your path. So Tower moments don't happen to teach you a lesson. They happen to get you back in alignment. Now, sure, there are usually lessons involved with Tower moments, but it's not like karma is this evil thing that's out to get anyone who's wronged anyone. That's not it. It's just saying you are out of alignment and you need to get back into alignment. So if you feel like I gotta wrap this up. If you feel like you've been experiencing just a ton of Tower moments, or just can't seem to get it right in your eyes, just know that the universe is trying to help you out. And at some point, this has got to be a co-creation kind of thing. And I feel like that's where this communication is key, is like if the universe doesn't know what you want, the universe can't help you out. This has got to be really, truly knowing what you want and allowing yourself to choose that path instead. Okay, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to clarify these messages, and then this is my favorite soul truth self-awareness deck to pull at the end. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I did used to have a tarot channel in the past, so this is me rebuilding, and I'm excited to be here. So thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye, Gemini. For real this time.